Alright, what's going on, guys? It's GSR here. So I wanted to explain to you guys how they could possibly fix the defensive options in Mortal Kombat 11, right? So there are characters in the game that have really good up twos and up threes. So like if Kotal Khan was to pretty much knock Shao Kahn down, right? Shao Kahn has a 9 frame up 2 that's actually really good. He has a up 3 that's actually really good and has fantastic range, and it also starts with at 9 frames, right? So Shao Kahn's up 2 and up 3 doesn't necessarily need to be buffed, right? Now, Kotal Khan, I don't feel like his up 2 and up 3 need to be buffed. I think he's perfectly fine the way he is. But there are other characters in the game that have a really terrible up 2 and up 3. And then a confusing one, right? Like Kung Lao is a prime example. His up 3 is his up 2. And his up 3 combined together, and it's really weird, right? His up 2 is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good for the most part, but there are some up 2s and up 3s in the game that need a little bit more range, such as Shang Tsung's up 2 and up 3. Like, he has possibly the shortest range up 2 and up 3 in the entire game, which doesn't make any sense. I feel like up 2s in this game need to be completely buffed to where they stop opponents from jumping in, so that way they have an actual use. Now, you can go for flawless block situations with a good portion of characters up 2s in this game, and it will land. But characters like possibly Kitana and Fujin's up 2, it's very hard for him to hit confirm his up 2 into a full combo because the opponent is like knocked way over there where Kotal Khan is, so he has to kind of try and, you know, dash up as fast as possible, and sometimes you miss. Even Dragon even said in one of his videos that his up 2 is garbage. When you got a high-level player saying shit like that, then you might want to listen, right? But you don't want to listen to everything that they say, right? Because sometimes they could be wrong. Now, no one's perfect, right? Now, the thing is that when it comes to the defensive options, right? This game is not necessarily that oppressive with offense, not like it is in Mortal Kombat X. And for some weird reason, the developers thought it was a good idea to allow the opponent to forward roll for no reason. So this will ultimately allow the opponent to get out of the corner for free. And you do have certain options that you can use, such as doing something like this. You understand what I'm saying? Or you can back up, time it correctly like this, you know, and then, you know, do whatever, you know, fancy ass combo that you can come up with inside of your head, right? And it is possible to a certain degree, but the problem is that you have an up 3 in this game that is designed to prevent the opponent from being overly aggressive, and it gives you a good amount of hit advantage depending on the character, right? Now, you could increase the hit advantage, which would be really nice for a lot of different characters in this game. I think they definitely should do something like that. But when it comes to the forward roll mechanic, there is no need to have that, okay? First of all, you respect them so much while they're on knockdown on the ground that you end up giving them free space, and as soon as you're about to attack, this allows them to hit you with a far-reaching normal, or teleport out the corner for free, or jump out of the corner for free, because they have too many options to get out of a bad situation without using their brain. You see where I'm going with this? Now, they did a good job with the delayed wake-up situation, right? So if I take this off and put this on, they did a good job with that. Like, I don't have a problem with this at all. Like, that is not a problem. Okay, you either get right back up or you delay your wake up, and I'm okay with that. I don't even mind the backwards roll. I don't mind the up 2 and the up 3. It's just that most of the up 2s need to be buffed. Okay, so that way when they're knocked on, when they're knocked down on the ground, obviously, you know, as you can clearly see, you can stop them from jumping, right? Which is really good because, you know, you could possibly get a combo, and they have to understand like that can be very problematic because there's characters in the game that have side switching moves, such as Kotal Khan's command throw, and he gets a damage buff, so you have to be very careful. And this is just something that needs to be done because offense in this game, like I said, is not necessarily that oppressive. So for people to try and say, oh, there's nothing wrong with the forward roll, you can just grab them, blah blah blah, what I have to say to you is you're full of shit, and I'll say that to your face. I don't really care. You're not going to sit here and tell me that the forward roll is perfectly fine in this game when it's not. You can roll backwards to gain space. You could still possibly whiff punish people in this game by rolling backwards. Rolling backwards has always been very common in NRS games, and MK9, Injustice 1 and 2, MKX. So why do we need a forward roll? If anything, you should be able to use a standing forward roll to get in on some of these annoying zoners. Okay? Now, of course, If you don't want to do that, just take the forward roll out of there. It's very simple shit to change. I don't understand why this is very difficult. You understand what I'm saying? Or if they decide to use a forward roll, which is unbelievably powerful, they should lose an offensive bar as well, where it costs more resources, because you can get a free crushing blow, a full combo punish, and force me to break, and now I'm the one put into a bad position. Or you can make it to where if you use a defensive option, there is at least an 8-second or a 7-second cooldown time, or possibly a 6-second cooldown time on your defensive options. You gotta balance this out. You cannot create a game and then make it to where offense is not necessarily that oppressive, but defense in this game puts you into a mix-up situation, which doesn't make any sense. It's like if I hit the opponent with something like this, right? I'm the one that's actually afraid when I'm the one with a hit advantage of 57 frames, which is unbelievably high. How the fuck does that make any sense? So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. There's more things that I want to talk about, but this is just something that I think needs to be fixed completely. And I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with the defensive options in this game. I would be perfectly fine with it. But the forward roll is like a real big issue. They already fixed one issue, which was the delayed wake-up situation. Now they need to take out the forward roll, or do one of these options. You have to do something about this. If you don't, then it's whatever at this point. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point of even talking about it anymore. There's no point of anybody saying anything about it anymore. Most people will just drop the game. I know I'm about to drop the game because I'm starting to get better at Street Fighter V. I'm really hoping that they do something like this, because it doesn't make any sense why you have a forward roll when offense is not necessarily that oppressive in the game. And I do recall in the tutorial mode, when it comes to the get up options, they do state that the up 3 is designed to prevent the opponent from being overly aggressive. So to anybody out there that's trying to oppose change of progression for a game because you don't like the fact that I'm giving this game constructive criticism, because I want it to be pretty much balanced and fair for each and every other individual that plays the game, you can go fuck yourself.